It's getting hot in here. It's getting
2
hot.
seconds later.
It's getting... No, seriously, I'm like really hot.
Part 3. Favorite animal.
I'm so glad you asked. I'm so glad you asked.
I used to have this like thing with turtles. I don't know why. Turtles are pretty great. Turtles. Inside joke.
She...
I'm defending myself. I'm sorry. I thought you were gonna hit me in the face.
Defending yourself. What is wrong with you?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
It's a pillow.
It's a pet.
It's a pillow pet. Hey, shout out to pillow pets all around the world.
But then, see, I also had the pillow pet, and it was a giraffe, and then I liked giraffes for a while, and my zoo had a baby giraffe, and it was so freaking.
Your zoo? What are you talking about?
Our zoo. Well, the zoo that we go to.
Oh, the zoo. But you said my zoo, and I was like, you own a zoo?
Yes, Sarah.
Since when?
Yes, I own a zoo.
Or like, there's like a little zoo set up in your bedroom.
No, but anyway, they had. That's really what I was thinking to see it. Anyway, our zoo has a baby giraffe.
The Norfolk Zoo.
It's got
it's
little
not
tufts.
Our zoo. You need to stop saying that. The Norfolk Zoo.
Shut down again.
Oh my god. Her computer keeps shutting down. It's really annoying. But anyways, yeah, the zoo, they just had, well, not just actually, it was like a year ago, so he probably isn't a baby anymore, but they had a baby giraffe and we went to go see him. You know how giraffes have little horns? He didn't. He had little puff balls that you buy at like the Dollar Tree. Like they were just so, oh my god, he was so cute.
While my computer is reloading.
And he was about as tall as my dad, and he was adorable.
I just want to say that I'm really excited to have this YouTube channel. Don't interrupt me. This is something I've been wanting to say. After watching YouTube channels like Jack's Gap and Good Mythical Morning and other things like that, I've just been thinking, like, do you ever think about in your life, you're like, oh, what would my life be like if it was a movie or something like that, and then you imagine the movie in your head.
Our life would be live if it was a movie.
Anyway, that's kind of what I think about. I watch, YouTube videos, and I'm like thinking about what I would say if I was having a YouTube channel, and I finally have one. And I've always thought, like, it must be really awkward, like, talking into a camera. Like, it must be really weird. But it's actually not as weird. But maybe not. We're filming on a laptop, so we can see ourselves, which isn't as awkward. It's like talking to yourself.
Yeah, it's like talking to yourself, exactly. And, like...
We're not weird.
But even then, if it were one of us, like just me or just her, see, we can't work alone.
Yeah.
We cannot. Like, it would be weird.
We have each other.
Get off. Anyways.
Why you love me out of the camera?
Because I'm hot, okay?
But you don't love me on the camera.
Because the camera doesn't love you,
She
boo-boo.
loves me.
No. Anyway. She was trying to hug with me earlier, and I was like,
that's because...
I'm kidding. I love you too.
I
Anyways, I was hot. Okay.
Favorite TV couples? No. Bert and Virginia from Raising Hope, and
true.
V and Evie from V for Vendetta.
You should have said Hook and Emma.
And Hook and Emma from Once Upon a Time. And no, there was another one. Freaking. God, what's her name?
Jess?
Morticia and Gomez from the Addams Family. I
don't watch many shows. I don't watch many movies, and I'm not Forrest and Jenny. Number
Jenny
one couple.
Was all like
no. In the end, before she dies from whatever STD she has, it was
AIDS.
Okay, well, AIDS, whatever it was.
I don't know.
I don't know, but I guess they're the best. I'm really not into that kind of stuff. I think you guys will start noticing that.
Having AIDS?
Like, nope. And this is the point in the show where I might just be so done to the point where I get up and walk away, and the show will go to crap because I'm not here because she can't work alone, which was the point I was trying to make earlier, but you interrupted me. Anyways. Well, then stop looking at yourself.
Favorite quote? Mine would be, "Stars can't shine without darkness."
My favorite quote always has been and always will. Well, no, I have two. Can I share two?
And the Lorax quote?
No, I have two. Okay, first one is Be Who You Be.
That's Lorax, Sarah.
No, it's not. That's not from the Lorax. That's
Dr. Seuss.
It's Dr.
Isn't
Seuss.
it
That's
the
not the
Lorax, though?
Lorax.
I thought
no,
it was the Lorax.
No, that's just a quote that he said. It's be who you are and say what you will, because those who mind don't matter and those who matter don't mind. And it's helped me a lot. The other one is, it will all be better in the end. If it's not better, it's not the end. So, yeah, that's. I mean, I've been through. I'm totally okay now, but like, just like most people, I'm assuming I've been through some rough spots in my life, like complete depression, like near not being here, and it's quotes like that that just remind me that I'm still young. This isn't the end, you know. Like this.
I also want to say that like we've been through a lot, and we have family issues, and
eventually,
yeah. And like our family isn't perfect, and our family has been through a lot, but we've come out at the end, and we know how you feel. And even though this is the beginning of our YouTube channel and you might not know us, we are here for you. And if you ever like are feeling depressed or suicidal, or you just need to talk to us, like I will talk to you. You can have my email. If you comment below and ask and you ask for my email, I will give it to you, because I care about you even though I don't know you. And I want you to know that you're cared for, even if you don't think you are.
And I know sometimes it doesn't feel like it, but there are people out there who love you, and I don't know what you believe. That's between you and whatever.
And whatever you believe.
Yeah. But me and Grace are Christians. That we said that in an earlier video. But and even if you don't think there are people out there who love you, which I'm sure there are, even if you don't think that, God does love you. He loves everybody regardless of what you've done, who you are. So yeah, like there have been times where I felt like literally nobody on the face of the planet loved me, but in the end, and the thing that kept me alive probably was the fact that I know God loves me. That's never ever not been true, and it never will be not true. So yeah, we'll be there for you guys. I can't promise that I will be, but she definitely will be. So
as you can see, we're very silly, but we can be really serious. Yeah. Anyway, lucky number. I don't have a lucky number, but like for emails and passwords and stuff, I usually use 19 because my birthday is February 19th.
Mine is supposed to be 6, ironically, but what I've started noticing. We'll see something happen in my freshman year. I have this friend Lauren. Shout out to Lauren because she's great. But she did this thing on my hand where she like went around like this, and when she told me to stop, or I told her to stop, and then when I told her to stop, she like looked at my hand and she was like, "You're lucky number 6." And ever since then, it's been popping up, but not as a lucky number. It's never been lucky. It's always been the crappiest day of my life. Like every bad thing, it's crazy. Every bad thing that's happened to me. You want to see it? No. I feel like so many bad things have happened with the number 6, and it's a weird number to me. That's like weird. I like 5s and 10s, and 15 and 20 and 25, 30. Like I like those numbers. But yeah, it's. I don't. 6 it's lucky, but at the same time not. 6 has always been.
What's your biggest wish? My biggest wish would be to be successful, to make all the people I love proud, and yeah. I mean that's just to be successful and make everybody I love proud of me and make them happy, and to be able to help a lot of people, because I want to be a therapist. I want to listen to people's problems. I want to help them, and so even if I just save one life, that's something I wish.
My biggest wish, which is the most impossible thing ever to wish for, but my biggest wish would be probably just to be able to change, to be able to stop everything wrong in the world. Like, just stuff that I see around me where I literally look and I'm like, this should literally not be happening. Like, a race war that's going on in America, and it's been going on for like ever. But like this, I remember I was talking to a friend of mine. He's a black guy, and I was talking to him about it, and I was getting so aggravated to the point where I was like yelling, not at him, but like I was getting aggravated about people because I'm sitting there like literally like we shouldn't even have to be having this conversation. Like this shouldn't be a thing. Why in the world? Why in the world would it matter if you're black and I'm white?
It doesn't.
One, that person isn't actually black. This is black. This is white. Do I look white? No, I'm not white. Anyways, but that's beside the point.
That was a bad argument, but okay.
That's not that. That was just a thing of mine. Anyways, but no, like that should not matter. Literally, if you cut our skin, the same red stuff comes out. We're literally the exact same. Like it is just pigment. That is so surface. That does not define, or at least it shouldn't. It should not define who you are. And yet it does. That's the way society has built it up to be. That if I could change that, I would change that. If I could change
That would be a wish of mine
crazy
too.
people, if there could be such thing as no murderers, rapists, abortions. Yes, I'm against abortions. I'll put that out there. Like that's just as much as murder. If there just was no hate, if there was no such thing as bullying, there weren't ISIS, there weren't wars, there weren't child slaves, just everything that you can possibly think of in the world that is just bad and nobody wants, and we keep trying to prevent. If I could prevent that in a blink of an eye, I totally would. Like that is my wish, because we would not have any problems at all.
I totally agree with you, and I also want to say that we're not racist whatsoever. We love every kind of race. Okay, we might, if there's ever something that we say that sounds racist or makes you feel, what's the word?
Offended?
Yeah, I couldn't think of it. I'm sorry. If it ever makes you feel offended, like, I want you to tell us. Don't be hateful about it and be like, oh, you guys are so rude, and start, like, cussing us up and being like, y'all are racist and blah, blah, blah. Okay? Call us out on it, but don't be rude about it. Because I don't want to offend anybody, and there are some times when I'll say something and be like, oh, that was really rude.
Yeah, and you gotta understand, but all the time we don't necessarily know something offends you unless somebody tells us, because, obviously the way society is the way it's built up. We grew up around certain people, and so we're not as sensitive to certain things as other people are, and other people wouldn't be sensitive to certain things that we are. And that's just how it is. So we don't hate you. We love you very much. We just don't know necessarily.
I would also like to say that me and Sarah have our own beliefs, and so do you. And something that we accept is that other people have different beliefs, and we're not going to put our beliefs on you. Like, we're not going to force them upon you. But we're also going to speak them.
Yeah,
and
we're
if
not
you don't like them, you can either defend yours very nicely. Also, don't be rude, okay? Don't be rude about offending them and be like, you're wrong, okay? Just be like, I believe in my opinion, and I would love to hear about your beliefs because I respect them. But I just, I had a thought, and it just, derailed.
You can think what you want, but at the same time, we're going to think what we want. Other people have their YouTube channels, and they just speak on what they want, or they just do it to each other, whatever the case may be. We're not going to hold back what we believe. So don't let it offend you. Don't let it get to you. If you don't like it, don't watch. I mean,
that's what I'm about to say. I'd like to speak to haters.
Just like everybody else, just like you have the right to say what you want and you believe, so do we. And so we're going to say it, but as you can see, we're not. We mentioned Jesus, but we're not I
just want to say something, and then we'll end this part, and we're gonna have to make another one, but that's okay.
We don't have to do the entire list, but anyways.
Well, I want to make another one anyway. This is fun. Just don't interrupt.
It's almost 1 a.m.
I've always believed firmly that, obviously haters are just rude, and it's okay to share your opinion, but the way that quote-unquote haters do it is why they're called haters. It's because they do it in a very rude, offensive way. And if you don't like us, and you don't like something that we do or something, you shouldn't really say it. I'll respect it if you believe that and you say it, because obviously we're saying that we want you to share what you believe. If it's even rude about us, just don't say it in a rude way, if that makes sense. Just don't go and comment and be like, you guys are ugly, your voices are annoying, you're annoying, blah, 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 blah. What does that do? It just makes, honestly, it's not going to make us feel worse about it. I said don't interrupt.
We're running out of time.
It's not going to make us feel worse about ourselves.
No,
okay? Because we really don't care if you don't like us. If you don't like us, just don't watch our videos.
Worst of all it's gonna do is make us feel bad about you.
It's honestly only gonna put bitterness in your heart.
It is.
It's going to, and this isn't like me being a Christian, be like, oh, bitterness. I mean, honestly, as a human, as a human thing, it's just gonna make you more negative. It's a psychological thing. I don't want to get into that right now.
It takes more energy to be mad and angry and depressed than it is to be happy. It is more natural for you to be happy. Being mad and depressed and angry and bitter, it takes way more mental thought. You have to really want to be angry, and you have to make yourself be angry. Nobody makes you angry. That's a choice. Being happy and just kind of being, oh, whatever, that's normal. Angry is not a normal human being's attitude or whatever. Yeah. So
that's just what I'm saying. And I know people are gonna go against what I just said and say it anyway. But you're not gonna make us feel worse. No. We really don't care.
You'd be wasting your breath. Or you're typing. You'd be wasting all this motion.
But yeah, I mean, see, you just lost my train of thought. That's why you can't interrupt me.
Well, let's start in another video. Thanks, guys, for watching. Sorry if we offended you.